Hi, friends. I'm Jim Sprouse, pastor at Huguenot United Methodist Church, and I'm in my office here. It's a very cozy, comfy little place to think and to share devotions with you. And this morning, I want to share a devotion that is going to have an effect on us here at Huguenot, especially beginning the first Sunday of each month. So, starting on September the 6th, we'll celebrate a virtual Holy Communion through our Zoom worship. The communion packets are already available here at the church. They've already been consecrated. So pick up several because we're not really certain when we'll return to in-person worship. However, in the meanwhile, we'll continue with the First Sunday Communion via Zoom. Now that said, I hope everyone realizes that Jesus drank wine and not grape juice. Read Mark 14, Matthew 26, Luke 22, actually John 2. Because when you think about it, Jesus actually produced wine. When attending that wedding in Cana of Galilee, there were 6 jars filled with 20 to 30 gallons of water. And he turned each one of them into jars containing wine. You know, for centuries, Christians celebrated Jesus' Last Supper or the Lord's Supper or the Eucharist by drinking wine. Martin Luther, Jean Calvin, John Wesley, maybe even our grandparents drank wine at communion. The Roman Catholic Church has always used wine during the Mass, as did all Protestant denominations until just over 100 years ago. So why do United Methodists and Southern Baptists use grape juice at the Lord's Supper instead of the more traditional use of wine? Well, it all began in Europe in the year 1865. That's when Louis Pasteur discovered that the bacteria in liquids, such as wine and beer, and especially milk, that bacteria could be killed by heating the liquid to temperatures above 140 degrees for about 30 minutes. And this process came to be called pasteurization. And it didn't alter the taste of the alcohol, only the alcohol level. So Dr. Thomas Bramwell Welch, who was a dentist, he lived in Vinland, Massachusetts, read about Pasteur's research. And Welch, he was a pious Methodist communion steward, and he was growing increasingly disturbed by the number of Methodists who were taking more than one drink at the Lord's table. Some of them were walking away a little tipsy, intoxicated. So Welch decided to produce a preservable, non-alcoholic grape juice and use it at communion. Welch simply applied the pasteurization process to the freshly squeezed grape juice, rather than the already fermented juice Pasteur used. In 1869, Dr. Welch succeeded in producing the first non-alcohol fruit drink, grape juice. Welch's invention took off immediately. Religious communities began serving what they called unfermented sacramental wine at Sunday communions. The Women's Christian Temperance Union in 1874 formed a division devoted entirely to securing the use of unfermented sacramental wine at the Lord's table. And by 1891, the Tennessee Baptists had proposed a resolution requiring that all Baptist churches serve only unfermented product. But it took Welch's son, Charles, who was a very active lay leader in the Methodist Church, to introduce all Methodist churches and the multitudes to grape juice at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. He introduced them to a product called Welch's grape juice. Ever heard of it? Well, the rest is history. And I can assure you that that little packet that you pick up to be used on that first Sunday, September the 6th, for our Zoom communion service, it'll be a product very similar, if not Welch's grape juice. And we'll enjoy it together. Till we see each other again face to face, you stay well, mask up, keep safe, and I love you.